Welcome in to more Shadow Empire, round 92, and we still see a lot of units here. I would think they'd want to pull back at this point. They made some desperation attacks, I think, and they have a lot of infantry and units that just, I mean, some are readier than others, but, I mean, if I were them, I'd pull back, research, right, try to get some better models. I mean, because the truth is they're much bigger than us still, right, and they might not know this, but we'll struggle to make a huge push into their lands logistically, right? But if they want to keep throwing bodies against us, we'll keep handing it to them, right? So they attacked from 3 angles here with just a ton of infantry. So 2,100 legionnaires, 3 there, 3,100 chaucers, right? Looks like they had some militia that they brought in as well, these guardians, right? And then some light tanks and some medium tanks here as well. And so we only took a little bit of losses, Bike Boys too, right? We had our light tanks here and actually quite a few main tanks, right? 3 formations worth. And so we didn't kill that many, just 2 light tanks, but you know, basically no losses. Pretty good. And then they air raided our Richards Ridge airport up here with quite a bit of planes, right? So 110 planes in total. And so our wasps, right, they had to get off the ground, and so they have a little penalty in the first couple rounds, but then they scrambled and we took it to them, right? So we just go right to us. You know, our infantry couldn't shoot back here, but it's just and then we had our spotters there as well, but they didn't die, luckily. No spotters died. And yeah, we had 2 formations of regular wasps and 1 advanced wasp here, and they did pretty good. They got a bunch of pins, right, cost some retreats, and we got 4 kills in total there. And if we look at their success rate, right, they killed some of our militia guardians, and as far as their effectiveness against our fighters, wasps, they got a couple pins and a retreat. Overall, pretty poor, right? We have much better fighters than them, as we've seen multiple times now. And then just one more attack here. They came at us with just 1 formation of infantry and RPG troops, and then some more Phoenix, right? And we didn't lose anything, and we just killed some of their infantry, right? We had some GR walkers there, and some more main tanks and bike boys. So we didn't have a lot. And yeah, we're primed to continue to break through to this next airport, I think, this round. Like, we have so many tanks now, and they have a lot of action points for the most part with Blitzkrieg, right? We did struggle to get all of our supplies. We got most supplies to the front, so we should be just fine to keep pushing, I think. And I mean, if we're looking at how much logistics we're pushing, it's quite a bit, right? I did start to pull more south here to the Hidden Shrine, right? I did a custom 3K pull point so that we could have the option of moving some heavier equipment, and I got nervous, so I went ahead and raised our 2nd heavy grenadier battalion, right? And so now they'll be able to strat move down here, right? Because we have logistics left over now, just in case Ramadas push on us. Like, I didn't want just some infantry to be our only line of defense, and then if we spot things that, you know, are even scarier, we can start sending tanks or anti-tank guns down here, I think. So we have a few POIs we want to protect, right? It's mostly open ground down here, so tanks will be very effective, right? So we'll have to see if they push on us. It'd be nice to get more biker boys and whatnot. Last round, I basically bottomed out our political power to raise this last OHQ, right? But we haven't really seen their units yet, so that'll be interesting to spot. As far as slavers and whatnot, I mean, we're just gonna, I think, finish them off in a couple rounds. We just have to hunt them down. And same with these other 2 minor nations. The big news is that we found another metal mine here just by expanding a little bit to the east, but it's a pretty poor one here, level 1. 24,000. But hey, we're gonna start construction immediately, right? Each drop of metal is a good drop of metal. But let's go to our VidCom and see what else happens. So Luna's really serious about fitness. She bought household training halls this round, so she's pretty funny. She's in the gym and she's getting everybody else in there as well. And yeah, there's our metal deposits that we found in Austin. 7 support points for the elite circle, so they're getting a lot of support from this epoch here. We completed the Starfire 2, which I kind of immediately regret. Not that it's a bad model or anything. I'll explain when we look. We discovered synthetic fuel, still not the one we're looking for, so we're gonna have Luna keep discovering. We completed advanced sensors. That's very nice. We can have Crank research another military tech. And we discovered the mechanized Grenadier Infantry Army. Very nice. We also discovered prospecting optimization. I don't think we need this. I feel like this is one of the probably worst linear techs, right? You at this point in the game, you're going to discover deposits. Stratagems here. Another Sense by team. That's probably all of note. And if we go into our decisions, right, we do need our new director for Interior Council. We know it's going to be Judah here, who we're not getting offered. Like, Lynn wants her old job back, of course. She's so unhappy, right? But we're going to dismiss her. She's not part of a faction, right? So we don't get a malice there. And there he is. There's Judah. He's very suitable. He's got great leadership, right? Cap 4, good charisma. He's got, you know, some starting admin due to his high trade skill here to generate stratagems. He's got great sixth sense and improv, so he's going to be good at everything, especially once he skills up some of these other charisma stat skills, right? So we love him. He's already a Justice Knight, and he's already started to like Heart and Commerce, so he's going to get along with us just fine. And that's exactly what you want for Interior Council Director, right? We'll probably give him the Metal Merit regardless, just so his charisma goes up, right? And then Staff Council, I think we still like this setup. We'll at least keep it for now. We might want even more postures, so it can be more liberal with swapping them in and out. Because we've kind of discovered most of the main OOPs we'd want. Is we have multiple armor formations we can raise, right? We've got some mechanized forces and whatnot now. Let's see. Yeah, let's just go up to 30 here, I think. That seems pretty good still. And as far as military research, I think we have one more tech we can research in advanced engineering before unlocking the next, right? We're still just gonna wait for metal soil filtration, but that's all she can discover right now. I'm pretty sure, right? So that's coming next. So we should go ahead and let's just go ahead and get cluster bombs, I guess. I still haven't looked up what it does exactly. But we're not in need of a quad machine gun at the moment. Ammo compaction's good, but that's in another tech field, right? Let's get that done. And then, yeah, model design. So, the Starfire 2, right? Tactical bomber. Improved on the base design quite a bit, right? 30 points there. Engine design stayed the same. Weapon design just went up a little bit. Armor design went up significantly. 22 points there. So we didn't upgrade any equipment, but our strength of armor has gone up. So pretty good hit points, right? Our heart attack went up by 130-ish, right? That's not bad. But why do I regret it? Well, as far as techs go, like, these aren't really helping the bomber that much. We'd rather have like propeller efficiency, fuel efficiency, engine efficiency, that sort of thing, right? Lightweight alloys would reduce the weight as well. And we are going to switch this round. The 3 linear techs we've done so far: aerodynamic design, aircraft ruggedness, have all been very helpful, mostly for our fighters, right? Well, the design's just universally good, but I think we're going to switch to... I'm not sure which one is better from like a meta perspective as far as lightweight alloys or propeller engine efficiency. Let's go lightweight alloys. That'll improve all our flying designs, right? So let's call up Michael. Yeah, Air Force Research Council is very happy, right?
Yes, sir.
Let's go and switch him over lightweight alloys for
Yes,
now.
sir.
Very good. We'll come back to model design. Actually, no, I know what we're going to do. We're just going to develop the man pad, right? Just so we have as an option. Give it combat armor there.
Yes, sir.
We don't have anything else ideal to do at the moment. And then we're getting zone orders for Queppy here. We'll give them a little budget, I guess. We don't really care about this zone, right? I don't know if we'll build public assets unless we want to airport ourselves here. It's pretty close to our other one. Allow emergency food, and we don't need to recruit anyone from here. I think that's fine. And Solid Territory is still offering us ammunition, right, for only 200 credits. We're going to get commerce here, put us right at 70, and our leaders like it. Easy choice there. And then, yeah, we need 2 commanders now for our heavy grenadier infantry brigades. And we could finally put Ian in here, but he's pretty bad. He's just a pretty bad guy. He could be a governor at some point, but again, he's just happy to make his pamphlets. What is their support at these days? All that 54 points they have here. What does that equate to in terms of the relation to others? So they have 3% of the vote, right? War Army has double that, but only at 6, and then our 3 main factions we've had. Syndic has 24% of the vote, Armed Front has 29, and Justice Knights 38. So they're still well in the lead here. We have plenty of leaders, right? 2, 4, 6, at 14 are in Justice Knights, and they just align perfectly with us. So very happy. Armed Front, yeah, their happiness has dipped again. It's tough to keep them happy. They'd like one more governor somewhere. Would help a little bit, but the leaders themselves are happy, so it's fine. Their faction isn't as happy, I think. And the Democratic Party is very happy. And then, yeah, kind of the same deal with Agnes's faction, right? Like, it doesn't really matter if they're happy. There's so few of them. We just want Agnes himself to be happy, and his leadership point's still pretty low, but we're getting so many bonuses here. +1 due to company, happy family, estate, the civic reward, right? He's getting 8 for free there every single round. Pretty nice. Okay, so we do need some more leaders, but we have some recruit military cards. Let's go and see if we can get some folks in there. Stratagems, nation, right? Yeah, recruit military. Relatively cheap, right?
Aye, sir.
Because we're starved for political points. Okay, let's see. Heathcliff Harrison, likes militia, cap 3. War 35. Yeah, he's got some good tactics, even if he doesn't start with anything. But hey, with our that thing, I always forget what it's called. We get that free 30 points, right? Very good. So let's get the second one. See if we can get 2 leaders here. We can just slot in immediately. Cap 2, a little better to start here because he has some high command. Peter. So yeah, they'll both be, I think, at least adequate. Very good. Who do we want where? Let's put the more experienced guy to... they're probably going to see a lot of action down here. Right? This OHQ, the 11th. This is the 11th, right? Yeah. So let's put Heathcliff there. He's going to be more suitable, right?
Aye, sir.
Okay, and then for the 10th, we'll put Peter Jones in.
Roger that.
And okay, now I think that's all our decisions, all our strats. We'll come back to the main front. I don't think there's anything to discuss here. I'm just gonna take 5 and clean up all the Eastern Front stuff here. So see you in a moment. Okay, so we may have killed the slavers. I don't see anymore. There's just 1 unit, and we took it to them, and this is yeah, this is their territory, Redalia, right? But then it goes to Begalia here. That's the AI. There's still a unit of spiders over here, right, hanging out. And then it's Ramadas. So I think we finished them off. And there's a little bit of buffer still with landing territory, right? And Ramadas. Let's see if they're fighting, actually. Regimes, Ramadas, Begalia. They're fighting Begalia and Mausoleum. So they're not fighting landing territory. Which one's Begalia? Oh, the AI as well. Okay. So they're fighting the AI. Maybe that's why they left us alone, right? And Mausoleum are these spiders, right? Another form of arachnids. And we got a little bit of recon here, and we see there's like a stack of them that they're dealing with. So I don't know if they've just been harassed by spiders all game, right? But we're seeing a little more of their zone here, right? We can investigate more closely if we want, but they're just not that big, right? We know they have, we're not seeing the other city right now, right? But we know they have at least the 2. I think they have 3 even. But we'll try to get more recon on them. And we did not attack the mutants yet. I just got our new 10th Heavy Grenadier Infantry Brigade in position because they're not ready to fight in terms of action points or readiness, but you know, if they attack us, they're gonna die. I mean, these guys are pathetic, right? And then we pushed a whole nother hex forward, right? We captured the auto gun, which is a military research bonus points, right? Very nice. And again, I don't know if we want to finish them off because then we'll auto take this zone and then they'll push on us, which is gonna happen. But yeah, the only other thing is I moved our 11th all the way down here, right? So they're also heavy grenadiers, right? And they're going to be supported by these line troops as well. And we do see some units here, so we'll probably get recon on them the next round. I don't want to push my biker boy any closer, right? But the 11th infantry will get ready to go, and then we'll get some recon next round, and then we can maybe send some appropriate tank detachments down here to deal with them. Because we didn't quite finish the airport, unfortunately, level 1, so we can't even get into spotter planes this round in there. But next round for sure we'll get some spotters and then start building the airport level 2, get some fighters down there. Okay, but yeah, that's it. We're basically out of political points again, and so we're just gonna fight, and we are dipping on our ammo, right? I did start the next level of ammo factory, but it's gonna take us a while to get there, right? I'm starting us at 50% production, so 12 rounds if we don't boost it up. So we'll try not to use our bombers this round, but I don't think we're gonna need to. I mean, it's mostly just infantry and kind of decimated armor that we're dealing with, and we have so many main tanks now that they're eating up plenty of ammo themselves, right? So we'll still be pretty strained here, I think. And yeah, we used a lot of oil last round too, moving all those tanks, but we can support it. Okay, yeah, so let's break through here even a little more. So it's still a lot of low mountains terrain, like in this area. So I think we still want to go. We have to pass through this forest and around this river a couple times to get to the airport. But I still think that's our best bet, is to just punch through here and we'd cut off any troops that are to the north, right? I mean, looks like they're gonna get supplies this way as well. Well, we have them blocked off here, so we can move there. There's no units, right? So just go ahead and do that, right? So if we can block them off here as well, then they'll be toast. In terms of order of operations, since we did get air raided last round, right, at our airfield, let's send some spotters here, because I assume those planes came from here, so they're probably not all that ready to go, and then we can hit them back, right? So let's find our spotters there, send them out.
Birds are in the sky.
Yeah, they're not even getting shot at, right? Yeah, they're not ready, so prime to be destroyed. Doesn't look like there's that many. So let's just send our regular wasps. We don't need the rockets. Question is, can everything get there? I think so. Let's find regular wasp here. Oh yeah, look at those odds, right? We'll go to the map, right? And we'll send 3 fighter squadrons, I think. Those are also wasp ones. And I know we have at least one more. Yeah, there we go. 3 squads in total. That should get some kills, I would hope.
Bombs away!
Yep, good. Very good. And that's it. So 5 kills, though, for free, basically. Pretty nice. And these other 2 planes hopefully won't bother us next round either. Okay, and yeah, we see a lot of units back here still, so we don't want to overextend too much. Like, they could be retooling behind the scenes, and there could be Sanglier 5s, like, just beyond our visual sight here. And there's no real prize back here, right? Like the town that we saw last round, wherever it went, it's just a village. So we want to make sure our logistics can support our push, but while we can destroy units, we're going to, right? This MG is finally up here, so let's shift our grenadiers down the line here. They're all in high mountains, so I doubt they'll even try to push through here, but we'll see. And then we saw some single air force in this square, just the one, and they're not ready. They are in forests. Where did I see the others? I think there's, yeah, here. It's half ready in low mountains, unfortunately, and a lot of infantry support, so we might want to bomb here, even though they're, I mean, they're still going to be pretty easy pickings, I think. And yeah, we have a lot of infantry to support with, but most of our tanks are up in this area. Don't have any down here. We could just punch through this forest as well. It becomes more open, kind of on either end around this mountains, right? We have a lot of grasslands here, grasslands down here. So we could probably push in both directions, I think. I'm just looking at the preview, right? We conceptually have a lot of logistics we can push this way. Yeah, do we want to bomb anywhere? I don't think we need to. Low mountains. This is high mountains. So we're not going to punch through there. But yeah, this way. So let's bring... We have so much infantry, so we kind of want the Copper Plus Brigade, Yuri's Brigade, right? Let's bring in 2, and then support from the 4th on the flank there. Getting the malice from the forest, right? We have good posture here. Our electrics, they're on defense still, aren't they? They probably shouldn't be. They're going to be one of our assault brigades. Let's take them off. We gotta find. Can we do it from here? No, we gotta find the 4th there. There they are. Yeah, let's take them off defense. Unit admin, remove posture. God, what I'd like to do is upgrade our Grenadier infantry on this front to the heavy version, and because we have 2 OHQs of Grenadiers, right? And then they'll be pretty specialized defensive troops, and then we'll have our other infantry brigades to do a little more offensive work, right? So I think like a 2-to-1 ratio of 2 infantry brigades to 1 Grenadier brigade is ideal for a front, I think. And then of course tank support and air support. So that said, let's resume here. 2 tanks, 2 4th, and now we're just getting, yeah, plus 60% for our tanks on Blitzkrieg.
Going in.
Ooh! Lost the downgraded model. Okay, 2 of the downgraded models. So our main tank 2 survived, right? But how'd we do here? We killed 4 of their tanks. Looks like their Sanglier, wherever it was, got away. And some good infantry kills there. Not too bad for attacking the forest, right? And then now this, yeah, that Sanglier 4 is out of position, right? We can hammer it. Let's do it just with. They don't have any infantry there. We can do it with Drake here. Yeah, 30-to-1. No infantry support needed. I don't know where they're gonna retreat to. Yes, here. I guess they could have retreated there as well. Okay, pushing them back. More infantry here. Low Mountains Forest. I just want to spot check these tanks again. Oh yeah, they're pretty decimated. This one's fine, but it's just the Phoenix version, right? We'll remind ourselves of the Phoenix 2. It does have the high velocity gun, but it's pretty poor comparatively. Decent amount of infantry. Let's see if those Copper Plus brigades are ready to go still. Yeah, they have just enough action points, I think, to take it to them. We could bring in 1 unit of infantry as well. We'll bring in the 1st. And then all those Copper Pluses, right? We should do pretty well here. We'll save Drake.
Engaging enemy.
The less OHQs you have combined, right? The better.
Mission successful.
And yeah, very effective. No losses, right? We got many light tank kills, many infantry kills, and we're going to continue to break through here. Maybe this is open ground, right? Let's put the tanks in there. We're not too worried about this infantry. We could dislodge them with the Gladius. So these are both Grenadiers. Might bring them down here. gonna have to think where we want the entrenched grenadiers, right? As we continue to push through here. But we have the 4th still as well. They're kind of too far back to attack this round, I think. Okay, so that might be it for this front. We might dislodge this guy and then move all our infantry up, right? They're getting a little behind now since our tanks are breaking through, right? Okay, so we have how many? Looks like 2 formations left with the copper pluses to assault these infantry potentially. We also have 2 units of light tank. Got to find the other one here real quick. There it is. And now finally some upgraded Abraham 3s, right? And so it's mostly infantry here. Let's see if we can bring in some infantry support from somewhere. Looks like they're not going to have enough action points, unfortunately, except the grenadiers here. Let's just punch through with the tanks, I think. We risk losing some. Going with light tanks. Yeah, we're gonna see bad odds here, aren't we? We could shift here and yeah, attack from 2 directions. Let's do that. So these guys, Le Mans Grassy, we should probably take care of them, huh? These grenadiers are not on defensive posture, so we could come in. Yeah, they're entrenched and whatnot. Let's just leave them to their own devices for a round or 2. Reshuffle our infantry here. Bring the bikers in for the better recon, right? And then we can attack here with some more main tanks and infantry, all from the same OHQ. Yeah, that should do pretty well here. What unit was this? It's just Phoenixes. Oh, laser gun! I'm glad we looked here. So the Phoenix 3 model has the first laser sighting in the game. Very fun. Still not good enough, right, to hold up against our tanks. But interesting model here. The Phoenix 2 just has the high velocity. Yeah, well, let's still screen with our infantry, I think. We'll bring in both tanks, the infantry.
Going in.
Yeah, kill those laser tanks. Oh yeah, overrun, got the whole thing there. They're not on Blitzkrieg, so these tanks actually, oh, we have one more use here. Okay, good. Better recon, right? I'll think about where we want to place you. And now we can attack from 4 angles here. So we'll bring in some light tanks. The medium tanks from above, right? The bike boys. They're part of the same OHQ here. And what else? Let's bring in bike boys on this front. No, they're not ready. Just come in with more tanks. There's our other light tank, right? Yeah, I don't want to come in with those entrenched grenadiers. Could come in with the MG. They're not as bad on the attack as you might think, the MG, right? Should we bomb them first? Yeah, we probably should. We'll just use wasps, though. Not our big bombers, right? We'll take 1 wasp, 2 from over here. Bomb them first. Hey, we got a kill there. Any day. Couple kills.
Returning to base, sir.
It's gonna help. It's gonna help. Reduced both by some, right? And then, okay, now we have to get this going again. Just the bike boys aren't gonna do it, are they? Okay, let's bring in both light tanks there. The medium tank we can. And what else did we want? Just the MG here for that 1 extra flanking bonus, I think. We could come in with the mechs as well. It is the GR Gladius. I don't want to lose them, but it's not the end of the world if we do. Let's bring them in.
Going in.
Alright, what are we going to lose here? Fairly pitched battle, right? Looks like we did decently well on our command roles there, so we just lost 1 line troops for a couple of like boys, the scavenger team, pretty good. And yeah, our Gladiuses got 4 kills and some other hits there, so they did pretty good actually. We killed 4 of the tanks here, in the armored battalion, medium tanks, bunch of infantry. Let's see what we got in total. Just do the overview here. Yeah, we killed 1,100 Chaucers, 800 Legionnaires, right? Some 3 Bisons and the only single Air 4 they had, it looks like. So excellent. Pushed them off here, and now they're back in the grassy, and we can punish with our other tanks. These guys are mostly done. Yeah, we'll shuffle these units forward, right? But they're not going to attack this round. So let's see what else we have on the attack. Can only attack from here, huh? Let's do that. Just want to see if we're missing any tanks. We can push forward here. I think we've utilized all of them. Any other infantry? Just defensive grenadiers. They could attack. The Gladius could attack again, but let's not do that. The militia could attack. I don't think we need them. Get better recon here. What does our recon look like? 360, 320. Yeah, we're fine. Okay. Here, let's use the tanks with the copper plus. I don't think they need any support, right? Just those buggies will help kill the infantry and run them down, right?
Enemy.
And they had some artillery with their siege infantry here.
Mission
Okay,
successful.
very good. And can we attack from one more angle now? Yes. And yeah, we have a lot of tanks we could bring in here. Let's shift one more up this way. Come in from 3 angles, right? We'll come in all with Drake's OHQ. And yeah, they'll even kill infantry, right? This amount of firepower. They're just not ready at all. Is that their last single Air 4? Bison. And then some Phoenixes got away there. And then we can move into the open ground there. We can continue to attack here. Barely anything was ready, huh? We're gonna get good odds. We could attack with 2. Yeah, might as well. Keep them on the back foot, right? We're gonna be using a lot of ammo and oil from all these tank attacks, but ooh, overzealous right at the end. Should have called it quits. So lost a regular main tank, which is not as big a deal, but also one of the main tank twos, and we didn't really need to do that, did we? I want to see what got those kills. Troops. Why am I not seeing a kill here? Do you guys see it? Huh. I'm not sure, but we definitely lost 20. Interesting. Okay. So yeah, I think that's the front. We'll shift everything up. I think we'll even move our AT guns up. At this point, they're not doing anything back here, right? But the idea is that they can approach and form a new line while we push elsewhere, and you know, we could basically leave a gap in our offensive, especially if we do fork north and south. They can stay in the middle and hold any advance they might try to have that way. So yeah, pretty exciting. We don't have any political power to raise any stratagems or anything, so I'll move our troops out and I'll see you in the next round. Okay, welcome in to round 93, and we finally see some Armadas Nation models. Pretty exciting. And this is the exciting bit because there were actually no battles. So on our main front, they just kind of pulled back, but not a ton. You'd think they'd want to full-on retreat here and retool. Like, they're still bigger than us. They should be able to mobilize and get new models into the field, but we're just crushing them at this point, right? And probably even outnumber them on the front. But they do have units in reserve. They keep bringing up fresh troops, even if, you know, we're hitting them on the front here pretty hard. But in my spot checking, I haven't seen a lot of armor, so that's nice. I think we can, I mean, we're right on the doorstep of this next airport, right? We see Cube Pipe Beer there, that, you know, in probably 2 turns we could get to if we really wanted to, logistics permitting, right? But yeah, we only have one decision, believe it or not. I don't know when the last time that's happened, and it's a non-decision. Like, we're not ready to upgrade Richest Ridge to a minor city yet. We want to save our political power, right? That's it. Pretty wild. On the VidCom, Fannie Davis bought an exemplary CEO, right? Elite Circle gained 7 more support points, so they're getting a lot of support for free there. We found free machinery, and then some stratagems, including the Blitzkrieg card, commercial project, another spy team, another military guy we can get. And if we can, we'd like to get some private economy going here, give them a commercial area, so on and so forth. We started construction of the airbase level 2, right? So we could get some spotters in here, which we'll get at least 2, I think. And we did finish 2 of the recycling projects. So it looks like we have plenty of workers here, and some people will start joining the population right now that those constructions are done. We'll see if we want to build any other public assets, but I figured we'd start right here, right? This is the new exciting bit. We'll look at the models, and I raised 1 more bike boy at the end of last turn, using, we're down to 1 political point afterwards, just so we can get some more recon here. So well timed. We have our heavy grenadiers that are almost completely ready here, right? And we want to hold on to our new metal mine if we can, or we'll fall back to the ruins, right, where we have a very defensible 3-tile position here. And so, yeah, I peeked at the models we can see, and not too impressive. So there's some light tanks here, 3 different models we're seeing. We see a Crusader, right? It's got 15mm steel plating, howitzer gun, 535 hit points against tanks, right? 268 versus infantry, which is notable with our new bazooka models, right? And that howitzer soft attack 602, 301 on the hard attack. Fairly slow there with the underpowered engine, right? The Blitzer's a little faster, also has a howitzer, right? Only 384 on that soft attack though, and interestingly has better hit points versus infantry than hard attack. Not sure why. And then the Blitzer 4 here, right? Much better model. Has almost 600 armor against hard targets, right? It's up to 564 soft attack, and is the zippiest of the 3, it looks like. As far as infantry, we do outclass them, as we could probably guess. They have the standard equipment at this point in the game, for sure. Gauss rifle, combat armor, 242 armor there, 128 soft attack compared to our 322 armor and 145 soft attack, right? So that's the soldiers. And then they also have grunts here, which are worse, right? They just have automatic rifle. They actually have better armor, so they should give them the Gauss rifle and they'd be better. They have a lot of field testing too. Look at that. So we might see grunts 4 relatively soon with Gauss rifles, right? We'll see a couple MGs here. The zero gun's worse. The cycling gun has Gauss machine gun, combat armor, and that's notable if we attack into them with infantry, right? That's going to tear up some of our infantry for sure. And pretty decent hit points there as well. But with our heavy grenadiers, right? If we look at our MG, we have better attack. And what was their armor? They actually have better armor than us on the MG at least. But then our Thunder Strikers, right? We can kill some of those light tanks if they come into us. So not too bad there. And of note, I don't know if I described this before, but now that we have the heavy grenadier versions, right, you get less base troops. So we only have 800 troops per formation instead of 1,000, which is notable. So like in the regular grenadiers, there's 800, 100, 100, right? So definitely a more defensible troop than just our infantry, right? Okay, so let's see what our biker boys can spot here. Okay, yeah, a bunch of units back here. Let's see if you can spot. Okay, at least this. So looks like more of the same, plus an ARPG and rocket launcher here. So bazooka combat armor. Okay, yeah, not nearly as impressive as ours. This one looks a little better, bazooka combat armor, but I don't think our tanks are going to be very afraid of these. And some more MGs there, and then a Crusader 5. Okay, so way more upgraded than this one. Let's take a look. High velocity gun version, okay, has now 705 hit points versus tanks, 552, so even our bazookas would have trouble getting through. And 630 hard attack can mess up our medium tanks, right? And pretty zippy too. And so for not a bad light tank. So they might have medium tanks, right? We don't know what this unit is either. But we probably want to play defense at first, right? With just infantry, get some tanks down here. We have logistics to support. Getting a few tank formations down here and to handle these, right? But before we fall back, our infantry is ready to go here. And they're not, right? So they've been moving up to the front, and so they're pretty unready to go, and they're also on charge here. This one's small pockets, small pockets. So I think we could punish here before we pull back. Maybe not this one, it's a little further. It's gonna take us 35 AP to get here, but we have more because the chip's so good, right? More than 100 AP. Let's see how these battles go. So we have more experience, right? Yeah, their readiness modifier is terrible. The posture modifier is bad. They have this profile modifier. What profile feat is that? I'm not sure, but hey, that's to our advantage, right? We're getting a caliber matrix modifier there, so their firepower, our armor's too good for them. I guess we have it as well, but yeah, we're looking pretty good here, especially with these great operational command roles. Looks like their SHQ commander's not very good. That might be why they've been struggling so much to expand, right? Yeah, I don't think we were in any danger. It didn't seem like it. 2 kills, got them to retreat, and we have plenty of action points to pull back. Okay, yeah, let's punish here then too. Yeah, 19 to 1.
Move it now.
Not ready to go. Very, very nice. 5 kills plus the captain there. And then, yeah, these guys are even less ready, huh? Also in small pockets. We might be opening ourselves up to counterattack here from these tanks. So we'll see if it's worth it in the end. We killed MG there, some infantry and scavenger camo team. So they won't be able to hide as easily. Yeah, we should probably pull back if we can into the savannah at least. We could just reinforce with the MG. Let's get you over here and get you back with your OHQ. Okay, as far as our grenadiers, we should probably hold the line on this metal deposit, right? We already have one here. There's savannah there. So let's pull you back with the bike boys. Get the OHQ commander out of there as well. And then maybe just try to prevent a wrap here. We could support with the Thunder Strikers. They'll probably be pretty unready if they move this far. Let's see. I'm moving 1 square. It's 11 readiness. Yeah, they'd be down to like 40 readiness. Don't love that for them. Let's pull you back across the river. I think we'll just do this for now. That's all of them, right? And then we'll raise some tanks. Yeah, we've got plenty of logistics. We'll probably just raise 2 independent medium tank formations. Let's see. We could go all the way up to heavy tanks, start getting field experience for them. It would be fun. It seems like overkill. 700 metal, 457 IP, right? We can easily afford it. And we could get 2 logistics-wise. Yes, let's do that. So we're gonna raise 2 in place here. Tanks, right? We don't want the solid. Yeah. And we could even strat move them a little closer. No. That's it. And then we should probably just attach them. So Heathcliff does have some tank tactics. So we're going to attach here, at least for now. We should probably put them on a defensive posture. Since they're the grenadiers. Ideally, Heathcliff would lead the 3rd infantry and we'd give them tanks, right? But that's too much shuffling at this point. Yeah, let's go ahead and get them on entrenchment, I think. We have 3 cards, or defense. Let's do defense. They'll be a little more versatile. They could still attack at less penalty, and they don't have to wait as long. Entrenchment's kind of better for mountains and like if we were just gonna sit in the ruins, right? We'd get a much bigger bonus that way. Let's just do defense.
Affirmative.
And we'll leave the 3rd postureless for now so they can attack. and then yeah, so I'll attach them off camera. And as far as the rest here, yeah, it looks like we did kill those slavers, right? So we can just kind of reshuffle our troops here. There's still some spiders left over here, but I'm just gonna let them rot, I think. And then the rogue AI down here, which obviously Armadas is very close, and they are fighting them. If we look at regimes, right? Go to Armadas, they're fighting Pagalia and Masalam. So they're fighting the rogue AI here, and then Masalam are those spiders. And we see some down here, but it looks like they're almost destroyed. Oh, actually, let's look at the map. I want to see how big they are. Mausoleum. Yeah, they've got some units left, right? Armadas, yeah, pretty small. Looks like maybe 3 different cities. So if we do out-tech them and can manage to hold our front over here, and if we could conquer them pretty quickly, we could really increase our power levels, right? Add a bunch of population and infrastructure, right? So could be pretty juicy. I mean, maybe that's something we could have initiated ourselves as well, but we're still worried about logistics, I think, to spread that far that quickly. And yeah, on these other fronts, nothing to report. I'll just reposition and kill some guys real quick and report back. Okay, we're back. So I just kind of shuffling all our OHQs on this front down here, right? We want to be prepared for them, and I think 3 is the right number. So we have the 2nd Infantry with Buzz that's already down here, right? And they've been upgraded to line troops 4, and the 2 medium tanks that was able to raise were able to get this far with our remaining logistics, and I attached them here because he actually did start getting some tank tactics, right? And I'd rather the tanks be attached to line troops as opposed to grenadiers, right? For Peter, they're roughly the same-ish in terms of potential, and then yeah, crushed what we could here in terms of mercanteers. We pushed them back into the mountains. There's basically nothing left, I think, unless there's more hiding out back here. And then I pulled our 6 light infantry back, and they'll hopefully be able to strat move next turn down here along with their light tanks, right? And the militia should be able to hold against these mutants and mercanteers. Like, we might kill some more on the way down, like kill some of these mutants with the 6th as we go. Because Ramadas is not at war with landing territory, but they could go to war, and it's just a very thin buffer. So we have some time. We just want to clog this area, kill things as we go, and then be ready down here, I think. Especially if we're going to start a new zone over here, right? So I'm not going to start anything yet. Let's secure this. We don't even know what's down here. Let's actually get some spotters in Austin as well. They're going to be a little far away. What is the range of our spotters? Let's just see what the if we can find it here. Ultralight recon 25. Yeah, they can read from here, and we should send some fighters here as well. We're basically out of political points. I sent some spies as well, and that pretty much burned everything. Between that and raising our tanks, right? So let's get 1 more recon here. It's only 1 political point, right? And then if we want to raise just fighters, right? We don't have to pay anything because we still had some regular wasps back at base, right? Let's just do 1 for now. I don't think we're in any danger yet, but we'll see. And we'll definitely want some airplanes down in a hidden shrine, right? Some fighting aircraft. Because at one point we saw an airport pretty close to us, I think. But yeah, I think that's it. We started on the ammo factory, right? And just by not using our bombers last turn, we gained 10k there. So the difference a turn makes, right? And our oil went up as well. And yeah, we're doing pretty well. Otherwise, it looks like we still have a lot of manpower even after raising a couple HQs, right? And then this front, we're kind of just gonna keep taking it to them. I'm not sure how interesting this will be to watch, because there's not, I mean, we should do some recon on some of these. We don't know what they're reinforcing with, right? So let's start there. our spotters right behind the airport here.
Birds are in the sky.
Looks like more tanks, including medium tanks. Or almost all medium tanks, huh? Yeah, more single air force, huh? Okay, that's good to know. Yeah, bisons and one of their assault guns there. And then single air force, but they're not ready. They're ready to be crushed. So we'll take the airport and keep going through with our armor, right? Just punch a whole line through. I still doubt they're going to try to push through here, but we'll maintain our defensive line. We could even shift our walkers down here if we wanted to root them out, but I don't think it's necessary, right? We'll go for our objective, take this open terrain, right, and play defense elsewhere, I think. So if we could get some recon here, we could start pushing through with our infantry up here, break through with the tanks, right, and support. Let's just see. Let's go ahead and use our other spotters here. If they're not that ready, let's just give them another round. We've got you as well. Let's go right on the road.
Birds are in the sky.
Multiple tank units. Bisons, assault guns, and one single air. Okay, so we're not going to push through with our infantry, but we could go into these mountains. They're not going to come into the high mountains, right? Or if there's a road there, now can they? I always forget the movement rules. Okay. And then, yeah, just a lot of infantry we don't really have to kill. If we can just get around them, I think, and slowly surround them, right? So we have a lot of units to work with, I think, then we could do that. Sort of peek at yeah, they're just building multiple farmsteads. Pretty funny. And let's see. This is all low mountains still until we get to here, and then it becomes high mountains. Definitely don't want to attack into that. And yeah, we'll probably just leave these guys, surround them. So, breaking through the airport, there's just half-ready Phoenixes here. Remind ourselves they just have howitzers. Oh, this has the laser gun. The Phoenix 3. So fun. Okay, so let's punish them with Drake's battalion. Yeah, I did not reinforce those main tanks we lost. But since it's just main tanks, we should do just fine right here. Yeah, 44 to 1 odds. We're crossing the river, but we're so experienced now. We have Blitzkrieg, good operational command, right? They're not ready, and they can't punch through our armor.
Mission accomplished.
Okay, got the plane to overrun there, right? Killed one tank, and we're gonna capture the airport here. And here it's mixed infantry and those tanks that we saw. Same here. These are pretty ready. That's the most ready we've seen, so we might want to bomb there. But let's go ahead and try to punch through here with our 39 AP, right? Because we're moving through zone of control. But let's still, with our buggies, get in there. We've got 200 recon, which is pretty good. And yeah, they're not ready enough, I think, since we have the buggies as well to take on the infantry. I'd like to see better odds, but I think it's better than what we're seeing.
Attack formation.
Yeah.
Mission successful.
Crushed. So bunch of tank kills, infantry as well, and yeah, our buggies, it looks like they're getting hits, so maybe pins and retreats, but it does look like our tanks are getting most of the kills there, even on infantry. Okay. And let's see. Let's keep pushing through here. Bring in our reserve tanks. Get up to there. Get up to there. This is more planes than just infantry, right? That's not very ready. So let's take it the copper pluses. If we're pushing through this way with these tanks, like, our infantry's not going to be able to get up here and support. So it is riskier and riskier to do this, right? But I like these odds based on their readiness, right? They don't have RPG troops.
Bring in the tanks.
If we didn't have the buggies, it'd be more risky, right? I got a kill there, because they're pinning or retreating them probably pretty quickly. And what else do we have to work with? So we have 3 main tanks here. You have the most action points. We'll get you forward here. Phoenixes, yeah, more Sinclairs that are looking pretty ready. This is the place we probably do want to bomb and then come in with Drake from a couple angles, right? Could even come in from 3 angles if we wanted. It's probably gonna give us good odds without bombing. We probably don't need to, but let's send 1 bomber squadron if we're still in range here. We should be looking for Starfires. Right, they do have some infantry here. We'll still just take in the Starfires, I think. The infantry wasn't that ready, if I remember.
Bombs away!
I took care of 1 tank.
Returning to base, sir.
And yeah, they're ready to be destroyed. So, let's see. 116 action points here. I think we'll just come in with 2. That's gonna be plenty. Yeah, they just surrendered immediately or died.
Operation successful.
Didn't get any more tank kills though. Unfortunately, they just ran away. We're gonna take all this open ground, right? And then probably push into this as well. It's just unready infantry. We still have Copper Plus tanks ready to go here. There's infantry in both. Let's do Copper Plus here by themselves.
Engaging enemy.
Ooh,
Mission
lost a main tank
successful.
too. Yeah, risky. And then we can surround here and come in with Drake as well. Couple more tank kills there, more infantry, excellent. Yeah, that's just what that infantry's ready. Those tanks are kind of ready, so we'll stop there. I think in terms of our tank attack. You have a lot of action points left. What's here? Phoenix 3s, which have the laser, right? We're gonna be attacking across a river. They have unready infantry, and then here, very unready tanks, and this infantry's pretty ready on defense, huh? So we could maybe just attack here. Am I missing a tank? Oh yeah, we have our light tanks as well. Way back here. We could save them for maybe some of these pockets we do want to attack. Oh yeah, here it is. They're too far back to attack any of these forward formations. Tanks way up there. That are pretty ready. So make sure we're not missing anything else here. As far as our tanks go, yeah, we'll not take any other risks, I think. We have to make sure we don't get cut off here either, right? Before we move our tanks into these pockets, let's move up our infantry, see if we can surround some units here. Is that going to be exciting for you guys to watch? Just have me shuffle all our troops forward. The idea is to encircle here, right? And then we're not going to quite be able to totally encircle this area. We could get a troop here, but not here. Unless we punch through somewhere first. Seems unlikely, or unnecessary, I should say. Even with a light tank support. Just close the line there. We do have a good amount of troops here, but yeah, we have some more medium tanks here as well. No, we should just surround them. It's gonna be very hard for these forward troops to get all the way back through this little pocket, right? And so we'll probably just shuffle forward. Any other attacks? I don't think so. So yeah, I'll move troops forward and report back. I won't just end the turn. Okay, clean things up here. Pushed us forward. I think I made one more attack somewhere. I already forgot. But we've advanced pretty far here. So we pushed all the way. through this open area, right? And we've got tanks in every location here. Some we have two, some places we just have one, right? But they all have some support except this one battle group here, but they're pretty ready to go. They have a lot of just the regular main tanks, so they, right, just one main tank too, right, this formation, but they've got the copper buggies, and the things next to them are just kind of retreating infantry. This group is a little scared, but they're on defense. Like, they're not going to kill our tanks on the attack, right? And up here, they're only half ready to go. Have just one Sanglier for, right? There's one more Sanglier for up here, but they're kind of out of position. I mean, they could come here and attack over this river, but we've got our main tank 2s there waiting for them, right? And then kind of the same story down here. There's some more tanks, but they're not ready to go at all, right? And so we're just in position to hit them again next round. And we completely encircled these two formations, so they'll likely try to break out, and they'll probably flank attack with these infantry. We have a lot of tanks here, right? We're probably thinnest here. I don't know if bikers are going to do it, but let's shuffle them down. Our artillery's in position to hammer these guys in the mountains next round if we do want to attack them, right? But otherwise, the 8th and the 5th just kind of are surrounding here. They haven't done much fighting. Let's get... I'm a little nervous for this hex in particular. Moved too much forward. They'll probably be fine. Got the light tanks, they're ready to go. The biker boys are probably just going to die because they're not very ready. The MG's kind of ready. Not ideal. But hey, if we lose some troops in this one location, it's totally fine. And then we push through, yeah, a good bit down here as well. And we have, tank supported by infantry. And we're going to hold this line. So it's pretty good stuff. We only used a couple bombers, right? We didn't use our fighters or even our helicopters. But before I forget, I did want to move our helicopters out, right? So we're going to get them into striking range. We want them to be in a safe location on our logistics network, right? So let's move them out here. It's taking most of their action points, right? A little bit of readiness, which they won't recover unless they're at the airport. And we'll get to strike with them next round, right? I mean, we could even do it this round, right? But they don't have many action points left. So it's another option to dislodge these folks from the mountains. And I hope you join me. We ran out of political points. We might have to do a little bit of trading here on the market. We stabilized a little bit in terms of how much credits we're losing, so we could probably wait one more turn. But we'll see in the next one. Imagine that.